Lisa's happy, and we're all happy because
Taylor Swift now owns all of her masters, baby.
Previous long battle. I feel like it was a
Yes.
long time coming.
it was a long time coming. This is some crazy news that I didn't expect to drop today. How did this happen?
Literally, everyone, if you're watching this after May 30th, okay?
Mm-hmm,
May 30th, 12 o'clock, noon, okay? Taylor Swift posted on Instagram the series of the cutest photos ever.
Yes.
She's sitting there, she did a little photo shoot. It looks like a white backdrop, someone's backyard. I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone's
Cute.
toy studio.
Yeah.
She literally took
Someone's
a photo.
home.
All of her old albums there, and she's hugging it with the caption, "You belong with me."
Aw.
And she said, full letter on my website. You know how I freaked out? I'm like, shaking. TaylorSwift.com. Bam. We get a really long letter where she has confirmed that she now owns all of her life's work.
Wow.
For anyone who's
Chills.
literally, I actually just got chills. For anyone who's followed her journey the last couple of years, it's been an uphill battle where she's always tried to buy her own music back.
Right.
But the owner, Big Machine Records, sold it to Scooter Braun. We all know this drama. It's been many years, very public. Sold it to Scooter Braun. They sold it to someone else. And
My
she's
manager,
never been
Scooter
able-
Braun. Yeah, sorry. Just here to support, guys.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story of her getting it is insane. I'm really excited to see what she wrote in the letter. We didn't read it, so we
Yes.
could
Okay.
get her reactions on camera.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take a moment here and actually read this letter together.
All right, guys,
You
let's
wanna
get
take turns?
comfy.
This
Sure,
is like
sure,
class again,
sure.
like English class, we have to read
Yeah,
out
I'm
loud.
down, I'm down. Hi, hello. I'm trying to gather my thoughts into something coherent, but right now my mind is just a slideshow. A flashback sequence of all the times I daydreamed about, wished for, and pined away for a chance to get to tell you this news. All the times I was this close, reaching out for it, only for it to fall through. I almost stopped thinking it could ever happen. After 20 years of having the carrot dangled and then yanked away.
Wow.
But that's all in the past now. I've been bursting into tears of joy at random intervals ever since I found out that this is really happening. I really get to say these words.
Wait, I got chills, and I don't even like.
You're not a Swiftie
You know,
like
I'm
that.
not a Swiftie. Can I say this part?
Yes, of course. Dramatically, though.
Yeah.
All of the music I've ever made now belongs to me.
You belong with me.
And all my music videos, all the concert films, the album art and photography, the unreleased songs, the memories. Wow, that's a big one. The magic, the madness, every single era, my entire life's work. Take it away.
Wow.
To say this is my greatest dream come true is actually being pretty reserved about it. To my fans, you know how important this has been to me. So much so that I meticulously re-recorded and released 4 of my albums, calling them Taylor's version. The passionate support you showed those albums and the success story you turned the Eras Tour into is why I was able to buy back my music. I can't thank you enough for helping to reunite me with this art that I have dedicated my life to but have never owned until now.
Wow, low-key chills. Again, I'm not a Swiftie, but this is pretty emotional.
All I've ever wanted was the opportunity to work hard enough to be able to one day purchase my music outright with no strings attached, no partnership, with full autonomy. I will forever be grateful to everyone at Shamrock Capital for being the first people to ever offer this to me. I think that's really important to note. They came to her with the offer. She didn't have to like chase after it like she's done in the past.
But they must have had like a massive, massive, massive price tag attached to it.
I know, I wonder what it is.
Yeah.
That's-
the fact that she
ooh,
went
good
that hard
point.
for. I mean, we'll save her.
Yeah.
We'll save her thoughts for
Okay.
the end.
The way they've handled every interaction we've had has been honest, fair, and respectful. This was a business deal to them, but I really felt like they saw it for what it was to me. My memories and my sweat and my handwriting and my decades of dreams. I am endlessly thankful. My first tattoo might be a huge shamrock in the middle of my forehead.
That is
She's jokes. She's jokes.
Imagine.
Okay, now this is the part where she talks about Rep TV because everyone was talking
Oh,
about when is it
she
coming?
addressed it.
She
Yeah.
actually addressed it. I know. What about Rep TV? Full transparency, I haven't even re-recorded a quarter of it. So we were all clowns.
Wow, we were dumb.
all clowns.
At least she's being straight up and honest.
The Reputation album was so specific to that time in my life, and I kept hitting a stopping point when I tried to remake it. All that defiance, that longing to be understood while feeling purposely misunderstood, that desperate hope, that shame-born snarl and mischief. To be perfectly honest, it's the one album in those first 6 that I thought I couldn't be improved upon by redoing it. Not the music or the photos or videos, so I kept putting it off. There will be a time, if you're into the idea, for the unreleased vault tracks from that album to hatch.
We want that. We're
We
interested.
want that. I've already
Completely.
completely re-recorded my entire debut album, and I really love how it sounds now. Those two albums can still have their moment to reemerge when the time is right, if that would be something you guys would be excited about.
Or someone, yeah.
But if it happens, it won't be from a place of sadness and longing for what I wish I could have. It will just be a celebration now.
That's so special, man.
Why is this so like? Why is this making me emotional?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Like this.
We literally grew up with her. Like,
Yeah.
this whole process has been so long. We've been,
Yeah.
in a way, fighting with her, alongside her, hearing about all this. So to have it actually end in
come
this
up.
way,
Yeah, exactly.
it's crazy.
I'm extremely heartened by the conversations this saga has reignited within my industry among artists and fans. Every time a new artist tells me they negotiated to own their master's recordings in their record contract because of this fight, I'm reminded of how important it was for all of this to happen. Thank you for being curious about something that used to be thought of as too industry-centric for broad discussion. You'll never know how much it means to me that you cared. Every single bit of it counted and ended us up here. You want to do the last
Sure,
one,
yeah.
GK? Take it away.
Dramatic again.
Yeah.
Close it, take it home.
Yeah.
Thanks to you and your goodwill, teamwork, and encouragement, the best things that have ever been mine finally actually are. Elated and amazed, Taylor.
Is
Active
this
chills
why
and
do I
chills
feel
and
like
chills.
this entire thing is riddled with Easter eggs?
Like, we are.
Ever been mine?
This is trauma. This is trauma talking right here. Where
That's
everything
funny.
you think of is Easter egg.
Wow, this is powerful. This is such a
huge.
big moment, not only in her career, but I think in the music industry in general.
Yeah.
Because for someone as big as Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
like, guys, sometimes I think about this. If Taylor Swift couldn't own her masters and
can?
she
Who
is,
could-
yeah,
Facts.
there's
Yeah.
no one else in the world that I'm
Yes.
like, as an artist,
Yep.
this is probably happening to smaller artists as well, but they
Yeah.
won't even get like airtime about
That's
it.
such a good point. Literally, if Taylor
So-
Swift can't, who can? Her opening the doors to this might just change things for artists in the future.
And it already has. She's even acknowledged a lot of artists are now negotiating for their masters to be owned by them ahead of time. Because when she signed this contract, she didn't know. She didn't
No.
know she was
Yeah.
going to be the Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with a lot of artists. They give up a lot of their rights for the chance for success.
Yeah.
Fair.
But this is just so powerful. We're just so excited. I'm glad she acknowledged Rep TV because I was wondering, like, now she doesn't have to re-record anymore. Technically,
Yeah.
she owns it. What is she going to do?
So is that one going to be the only one that isn't re-recorded technically?
Reputation, she says,
Yeah.
the only one.
Wow.
So we'll see how whether she can make another album out of it. Maybe Reputation's like new songs.
The vault.
Like a different
Yeah,
version,
Vault
like from this Taylor
Yeah.
Swift,
Yeah.
Taylor's version.
Deluxe, Reputation
Deluxe.
Of those unreleased tracks we're
Yeah.
talking about. I don't know.
Wow.
I
Some
want
new
those.
tracks. I feel like she's got new things to be angry about.
Yeah.
You
Let's
never
talk
know.
about Shamrock.
Yeah, honestly, Shamrock just got the
Sounded
best
like-
PR
Wait.
move of their career. I've never heard of Shamrock Capital before, but now they're my favorite label.
That's so
Sorry.
funny.
Yeah, I
know
feel
what
like
I mean?
Shamrock probably handled it really well. I still do think it must have been
Yeah.
really expensive. And for her to mention the Eras Tour, just want to say, I feel like in the past couple years when she had been touring, everyone was like, oh, why are you going so hard? The merch, it's too much. Like a lot of people that weren't
Yeah.
Swifties were like, it's too much, she's doing the most. I feel like now seeing the end result of it
Yeah.
probably catapulted to this result, her making all that money during the
Yeah.
Eras Tour.
Yeah, buying back
So-
all your masters is expensive work.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
There
it
were
ain't cheap.
articles that were saying it's estimated like 600 million to buy from
Oh,
Shamrock. But
what?
obviously that's all
What
reported.
the-
It could be more
heck?
too. It could
Yeah,
be
it could
more
be
too. You
more.
never know. She
got-
has a huge catalog.
She got the money, yo.
What was crazy is that apparently Scooter Braun bought it for only like 300 million.
Oh.
And then if Shamrock's selling it for 600, they were like, why is it all like up now that she's already re-recorded 3 of them or 4 of them? Shouldn't it go down in value?
Yeah, I agree.
But you know what? It's all business semantics. It's all business.
Yeah.
The
We're not
point
part of
is,
that, you know?
Now Taylor owns all of her stuff.
You know
I
what's
mean,
kind of fire about this situation too is her re-recorded albums
Yeah.
are also gonna make her money and her past
No,
version.
double.
So now she has double. So depending on which
Imagine.
version people are streaming and
Wow.
listening to.
Wait,
she
so
has
now
it.
with the Swift, what are we gonna listen to? The re-record or the?
Oh,
Nah,
the OG
Yeah, the
now.
original.
Yeah,
I agree.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
for
gonna listen
sure.
to the OGs. Yeah. I almost wonder if she could like sample. Like she has so much creative freedom now. I almost
Yes.
wonder if she could like
And
do
catalog.
a song where it's her in the past and then she does like in the present and then her in the past. And then
Remake.
She has.
I'm Taylor Swift.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let us know in the comments what you thought about the news. What version you're gonna stream? Re-record or
I don't know, a
OG?
little bit of both. Maybe I just keep flipping. I just listen to that song and this song.
George,
and that
don't even
song
bother.
and
Don't
this
even bother.
We're in a
She's trying to
galaxy.
recover the screens. No. We're shutting. We're going home.
We're going home. We're
calling
going
it
home.
Yo, happy for you, T
We're
Swift,
gonna
but I gotta
stream
go
our
eat
music
now.
and go home.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Subscribe to MuchMusic. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Congratulations, Taylor Swift. We love you.
Along with
Me.